Now, do you think you are recognized enough like you should?
I don't know who does not know OliveTheBoy.
But you're saying that your dad was not around, so he was absent when you were growing up? Do you sometimes sit down and have self-doubts like imposter syndrome just because the fame is there?
Yeah.
So now you can't eat
Bruh, you
normal
want
wachi again.
I eat wacho.
You been sending someone or you go by yourself?
I could go out and go and buy stuff.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Why are you doing that?
You said you are no longer a kid, so there's a woman.
I was born to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, who frame ya, who see me, bro? I didn't know woman me. Oh, baby, by now you should be banging. By now we should be banging.
You're welcome to the Jenny Lifestyle Lounge, and today I am bringing you the baddest. I mean, as it stands, he's the Gen Z's baddest, the baddest boy as we know. We've seen the Kobna and the others, but this current one, it doesn't only show in his personality, but his music. We're going to dive more into his life and see what he has to tell us. And so let's see who we have today. None other than OliveTheBoy. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
So we're going to have just a little chit chat, get to find out about you and then the mega album that is out now.
Yeah.
So to begin with, how was life for you when you were growing up? Take us back to Konongo.
All right. So like every normal person.
Okay.
Like every normal person.
Sure.
I was in a family of 2 kids, right? I was the eldest.
Okay.
Still am, and then a girl with my mom alone. My dad was not always home, right? So it was just us most of the time in the house. So I lived in Konongo for a while.
Okay.
Like I would say most of my life, because I used to travel a lot because my mom's a teacher, so the transfer and stuff. So I lived in a couple places. I lived in Konongo, went to Sunyani, Swatwe, went to Nkoko, then Accra. So yes, because of my mom's job, I used to travel a lot. But the place that I lived for long would be Konongo.
Right. What was your mom doing?
My mom was a teacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how you were traveling.
Yeah.
But you're saying that your dad was not around, so he was absent when you were growing up?
Most of the time, yes. Most of the time, like most of my childhood, he was not around.
Okay.
Yeah, he was. I don't want to go too deep into it, but he was not always around.
That's fine.
He used to come around sometimes, but he was not really around at certain time.
Okay, just like you said, you don't want to go too much, so we'll leave it there. How was it? Were you that child that was shy, timid, confident? What was it like for you?
I wasn't really confident because I didn't, like I said, I didn't really have that father figure for a while. So I was not really confident. I was that timid, shy, but I didn't really want to do anything. I was I'm a serious introvert. Up till now, right? If I'm not doing music, I'm home.
But it doesn't show in your music.
So the thing about it is, when you see an introvert, when you see somebody that's really reserved, it's because you should know they think about they have time to think. Do you understand? They have time to think about the weirdest stuff, the craziest, the crazy stuff. So maybe that's why.
Right.
That's why it doesn't really show in my music, because I have time to really think.
Great.
Things.
Great.
Yeah.
Joel Ofori Bonsu. Now we have OliveTheBoy.
Yeah.
Why OliveTheBoy?
Why OliveTheBoy? So we said Joe, right? He gave me Joe instead of Olive. When I was coming up, I wanted to find a name so that when I come, just like you asked me, why OliveTheBoy, I would be able to give you some brain busting, explanation to it. But the truth is, I chose Olive just like that.
Olive sounds feminine, so why Olive?
OliveTheBoy.
Okay, so we just had to add the boy just to change the dynamics.
Yeah, just to make you know, it's given to boys too, but it's really rare, right? So it was one of the names they wanted to give me, and I love the fact that it's rare, but they didn't give it to me. They chose Joel instead because my dad didn't want it or something. Yeah, so they told me about it. I mean, when they told me about that, I was disappointed. Trying to find a name for my, like, as in a stage name, it was hard. It was very hard. I won't lie to you. I chose a couple of names, and then I just said, okay, fine, let me just choose Olive, because it's something I wanted. They didn't even give it to me. So if they ask me, I'll just say I chose it. But like growing up, I feel like it fits me, right? I feel like I chose the right name because Olive is green. I love green.
Right.
Yeah, it's not something intentional, but I love green. And then when I was growing up, I just started to like intentionally live it. Because yes, I mean, luckily I chose Olive.
But since it's
like I told you, I was a very calm boy. I'm still calm. Olive, the olive fruit is a very calm, divine.
So are we looking forward to you gazetting it or something? Are you going to add it to your names?
Maybe some of it. I will try.
So now OliveTheBoy is here. You're all over and actually are doing amazing in the music space. How did music start for you? Did you have a passion for it? Was it because I have come to hear that your parents loved music? They used to do music. So should I say you picked it from there, or was something you learned on the job?
I would say I learned the business on the job.
Okay.
Because frankly, I would say I was picked to do this. It wasn't really something.
You were born to do this. Picked to do this makes it look like,
Well, okay, yes, I was born to do this, genuinely, because when I started, I didn't even start doing freestyles. That's the funny thing. People started it for me. Should I explain why?
Tell me.
So, imagine you're in school and then you set off to go like learn, right? And then people say, "Oh, do freestyles." We're not going to let you go. And then they put it out. It was not like from my own page, but then it started blowing up.
Right.
It was not something I was ready to do yet, like freestyles. So I had to learn like on the job, the business part of it on the job. Growing up, I was really introduced to music without me even wanting to be introduced to it, because in the house, I used to listen to my mom's CDs, cassettes featuring my dad. You see how amazing it is. So I knew about songwriting even before I entered like JHS. Like I was very little, and then I wrote something. I was very little, so I knew about this whole thing, right? It was not something I wanted to like really do. Okay, but then it came to me. I think I was just chosen to do it, so I had no choice. Right. Had no choice, man.
I mean, in a way, is it going to affect your younger one? Because now the family is full of music.
Well, the younger one is writing now. She has started. I was told a few days back that she's been writing songs. I'm like, well, it's natural. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay, so Asylum brought you out there. I mean, for me, that was all over TikTok. Yeah. But before that, I'm sure you had a couple of songs there. And so, which management held you up for you to become the OliveTheBoy that you are today?
Well, so the truth is, I chose my management.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So when I was doing freestyles, like I said, a lot of people came singing. People came like that wanted to help me and stuff, but I wanted to grow with somebody. Okay. Right. I wanted somebody that would understand me, that I would understand. You get? So I think my producer reached out to me. Okay. Right. And then I could not really talk to him much, but I just knew he was the one I wanted to work with. During that time, my mom was doing stay home, don't do this. So I was just waiting until I enter university, and then I'll teaching. So when I entered university, I just went straight to Bumper. I'm like, I want to work with you, and then we started our stuff. So I've been with one management since I started like officially dropping songs. Yeah.
Were your songs making waves before you reached out to management?
Well, I had not dropped yet.
Okay.
But my freestyles were making waves.
Right. So then you were OliveTheBoy even before management.
So before that, I was People Live.
You were?
I was Pip Olive.
Okay, so which one is that?
It was still, like I said, you see, you should know that I was struggling with names.
Okay.
Yeah, I was Pip Olive.
Mm-hmm.
Pip Olive. Like interesting Olive. I don't know. I saw that Pip somewhere and I just chose it. But after that, when I started working with them, then I was like, okay, let me just use OliveTheBoy. So we started together being OliveTheBoy.
Right.
We started the whole OliveTheBoy band together.
Right.
Yeah.
OliveTheBoy makes sense to me. Just like you are calm, so that's fine. Now, do you think you are recognized enough like you should be? Because with you being everywhere, now it's international. I'm not even going to limit you to Ghana. When we first heard of you, we actually thought it was a Nigerian, and now it's going everywhere. How do you feel about that? And do you even think you've been recognized enough?
Oh, so I would say yes, now. Quite enough.
Okay.
Quite enough, because before, I didn't have machinery. I didn't have nobody. We didn't have nobody behind us, right? And the talent was just too massive that there were a couple factors we didn't put in place that made the song like shoot before, you know. And we had to like catch up. We couldn't catch up, and I had good sin, right? But when Asylum came, people started to know the boy, you know. And then there was Favorite Story that, you know, I feel like cemented everything. And the TGM is also like introduced me to people, put off the notion, the thoughts of Olive being Nigerian and everything. Yeah. Because right now, I don't know who does not know OliveTheBoy.
What's the affiliation with you and Baba Sadiq?
And Baba Sadiq, he's my boss.
Yeah, so he is the manager. So that's the full circle?
That's full circle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
So was he the one you reached out to?
Who?
Baba Sadiq.
No.
Now
so there was management before that management.
Okay, so you left where you were and
I
then...
didn't leave.
Explain better.
It's a partnership something.
Okay, okay. So now Baba Sadiq is the boss.
Baba Sadiq is not the boss.
Okay.
Yes, Baba Sadiq isn't the boss. The boss is Beat Vampire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go more into music. Good Sin also came to make some crazy waves. And everybody's talking about the lyrics. Today you are here. Make us know how. Before that, do you write your songs? Does it just come to you easily? How do you come about your songs before we even go to the lyrics in Good Sin?
Well, it depends. Sometimes I have stuff I want to write about already, like in memos and stuff. Sometimes I have them in like, you know, recordings.
Okay.
Sometimes I just let it go, you know. If artists would tell you how they write, most of them will tell you they get their melodies first.
Right.
And when you're trying to get melodies, you say nonsense, right? So some of the nonsense you say might give you like an idea, you know, of like what to write about. And then, you're like, okay, fine, let's write about this. Sometimes you write out of experiences. You know, it's a lot of factors coming,
right.
You know. Yeah. Sometimes you're just lucky. Your brain just says something, right? And you're like, let's use this. So this is one of them things.
So how did we get Good Sin?
How did we get Good Sin?
Yeah. Before that, what does Good Sin mean?
Good Sin is literally sex. Yeah.
How did we come about that? Were you fantasizing over someone?
Well, I think I've said this too many times. Okay, so people think, you know about Arasta, right?
I've heard about her.
Yeah, people think I wrote it for her. No, I didn't write it for her. She was the inspiration behind.
Okay.
Yeah, but then I did not write for her. Right? Yeah. I think she's the reason why the whole song came into existence.
Do you look forward to collaborating with her?
It should happen. She's one of the best. I would say the best, you know, female artists, you know, in Africa now.
So is this something we are working towards?
Yes, for sure.
Right. We can't wait for that. We can. Now let's go to you coming into the industry. Definitely you are going to have one or two challenges. Has it been tough so far?
Has it been tough?
Or it's just been a smooth ride for you?
It had been tough building something for ourselves. You know, like when we started, we didn't have like no industry machinery behind us, like some industry big stuff.
Right.
So it was just some, you know, young boys believing in what they have, growing together. So I mean, when it comes to the sound, we didn't have no problem, right?
Okay.
But it was just getting people to believe that Olive, you know, and I don't blame them. You know, most artists have disappointed some people. So it made sense that we just forgot about that, just worked on ourselves, believed in us like we did, and then work on us. And it's beautiful now.
Right.
It's beautiful now, yeah.
Right. Looking at OliveTheBoy, who is now everywhere, do you sometimes sit down and have self-doubts like, is this really me? Maybe imposter syndrome, like, guy, no, I didn't do this right in my video. No, we should check this, just because the fame is there.
Yeah.
So now you can't eat wachi again.
I eat wachi.
You've been sending someone, or you go by yourself?
See, the thing is, my people they are really like, it be them they watch me. If you leave me, I'll go out and get my wachi.
And how is the audience like when they have to see you, the embracement and all that?
It's always solid. Like I said, now I can't be. Before, when I had boots in years, I was enjoying, you know, all the benefits that came, except too much fame, like people like being popular.
Right.
So I could go out and go and buy stuff and like just go out looking like a mess. It would be fine.
Very huge.
Yeah, but now I need to be like keen on some one or two. You get, yeah, because Charlie, the brand is important. Yeah, the brand is very important, and I can't do some one or two.
I understand. Coming from a religious family, I mean, we all know how we were trained that if our parents trained us in this way, we are supposed to follow that path. In fact, train a child in a way he should go, so when he grows, he will not depart from it.
Yeah.
Why is your father a pastor and you are doing this?
Or doing what?
Doing this. We in our world would take a worldly song.
What?
You should be singing some worship and then instrumentals for us. We are saying that you want Asoko. So which one is that?
God.
Why did you choose this path? I mean, it's a calling. It comes to everybody. You're not supposed to actually alone just because your father is. But we are Africans, and that's how we're trained.
Don't tell me your family had it easy. You know, Africans feel like this is like, you know, parents feel like this is the path you should go.
Right.
You know, they don't really pay attention to the path that the child wants to also go. You know, because when you're doing something, you need to do something that you're passionate about and love, right? Music is something I love, right? And when what actually pushed me to even start writing, like seriously, was love. You know, so like I said, I was chosen to
be the
lover boy of this era.
I see.
There has to be somebody.
Is there a she who inspires you?
Yeah. Does it have to be a he? It's a she.
It's a she.
Yeah.
So the other should back off or something.
What?
The other should back off or something. Is it a personal she or many she's? You have to be confident.
No, it was a personal she. That's
So now there's no personal she. Now there are multiple.
Huh? No, the question, I don't get the question.
Is there, you are a lover boy. You love to how I see it. Yeah. And so is there a she who inspires you to do love songs? Is there a lady? Is there a girlfriend?
So that's what you're asking?
Yeah.
Well, you know, you don't ask me well, because when you ask me...
Do you have a girlfriend? The smile and the...
why are you doing that?
We should know, so that at least it will keep us informed. Those who want to make should.
Like, you should know, or you know.
I don't know. You tell me.
Why are you lying?
I don't know.
Why are you lying?
Tell me. There's a she.
You should know, or you know. Which one?
I don't know. We would like to know. On behalf of those who love OliveTheBoy, just tell us. Because some of us, we are thinking of you from afar. If it won't work, they will know that henceforth. Please, all of us, we have to date that it will not work. So is OliveTheBoy dating? You said you are no longer a kid.
Yeah.
So there's a woman.
There has to be a woman. So
Is there a
who's going to inspire me to like give you the love stuff?
Then she loves you, right?
It has to be. Like,
is she an industry person?
No, please. No. You know, there has to be some inspiration. Else I won't be able to give you like the love songs that you can relate to. Do you understand? Yeah. Exactly.
So today we have it that OliveTheBoy is dating.
OliveTheBoy has an inspiration for sure, man.
What is going on here? It's different from having an inspiration. Just like you spoke about Ira Star.
Yeah.
You're not dating Ira Star.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
So there's a woman. That's what I want to
There's a woman for sure.
There's a woman.
Yes.
And there our Jenny lifestyle also. We're making it official. So departure. So feel say a closing market, no. Let's go into your EP.
Yeah.
There's some crazy mad combos there. Tell us about it. About your EP.
My EP. Before you asked me if my girl inspired any songs, she didn't. Yeah. So.
She didn't?
No.
Oh, this one came from your mind.
Yes. All this came from my mind.
Okay.
And before. Okay. So.
But before that, your songs, when you're even writing them, does it have to do with your personal life, something about the heart, or what exactly?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I've experienced a lot.
Breathing love.
Oh, yeah, I was chosen to be the lover boy of this era.
So it's just love.
I was chosen to be the lover boy of this era. I'm that pastor.
Okay.
You know,
so
I'll preach love for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about your EP and the loving. Then let's see if we can use that to also.
So the EP actually talks about me journeying to become OliveTheBoy, everything I experienced, you know, like sitting back looking at all the stuff that I saw,
right?
You know, and you can find the intimacy in there, the heartbreaks, everything in there, you know, almost anything when you talk about love,
right?
Yeah.
TGMA. Do you think they've done you right with all the nominations they gave you?
I appreciate them, man. They force. I appreciate them, yeah, for sure. They really do well.
So this year, how many awards are we
They recognize the improvement because it was 3 before, now it's 5.
Do you think we are grabbing all of them?
For sure. Me, I'll be go getter. Give me his goal. Are you forgetting? You have to get it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We are going to vote. I mean, we love OliveTheBoy, so we'll make it right. But so then, I know you are working, you've been working, you keep working because this is it. Fame doesn't stop unless you don't want to be heard. You work and work and work and work and work. So, where do you want us to see OliveTheBoy 5 years from now? Are we getting some Grammys home? And 5 years, sir. 10, I should add someone, I should decrease. Charlie, the speed is too much. So like 2 years from now.
Too much.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 years is too much.
So like in a year or two, should be taking us where we learn.
It's possible.
Right.
Anything is possible.
Right.
Through Christ who strengthens us.
What's your favorite on your EP? You're going to give us some feel.
Yeah. My favorite on the EP. I mean, I love all the songs.
So which one are you going to perform for us?
Futures.
Give me any that you love.
Any?
Yeah.
Well, I'll choose the one that people love now.
Okay, so let it flow. Do it for us.
Okay. Give me a date, for God's sake. Don't make me beg for a rite of passage. In any day, like Moses. When we show you me road, you make will. Give me a place tonight. I'm on my place too, it's fine. Baby, who frame ya, who see me, bro? See, I didn't know woman me, where me. Oh, baby, by now you should be banging. By now we should be banging. My lady, oh, you should be. Better go stream the rest. Good love.
I think with Olive, he watches something before he writes his song.
Hey.
It's not only about love, because the banging, the good
What
shit,
do I watch?
go shower down and then
Come on.
let's stream the song. Let's support OliveTheBoy because we love him and he's our very own.
Yeah.
Until then, expect nothing but the best on the Journey Lifestyle Lounge. Bye.